Most 3-5 tennis players can be a 4-0 tennis player in 2026 if you fix this one thing we're going to cover in today's video. Even if you are solid on both wings, you're probably still making this mistake. Here's the truth most tennis players don't want to hear. You're trying to win points before you win the rally. 3.5 tennis players make the same pattern mistakes, and here they are. Number one is they attack from bad positions. They force winners from neutral parts of the court and when they're in a neutral rally. And you're swinging harder when you're off balance. Don't do that. And finally, all of you get impatient when you're set up correctly to win the point. You're about to win the point, everything's set up correctly, but you go for the win too early. The number one thing stopping you from becoming the 4-0 player that you want to be is first shot discipline. Your first shot after that return to serve or when you serve is deciding the entire point before the point even really gets started. Most 3-5 players are losing on the first shot, not the fifth. Let's get into some steps that you can do so you can start to play smarter, improve that first shot discipline. Number one, step one is play your first shot safe, not sexy. I know this is tough for a lot of you out there watching videos where you're seeing all this serve plus one. You think you know, serve plus one, serve it in, hit a winner. Again, we're not on the pro tour. We don't need to do that. A nice solid shot, about 60 to 80% of your pace, high and heavy cross court, or even a nice slice cross court to the open court is going to get the job done. If you're playing doubles, it's even more simple. Serve, recover, get ready, good target cross court. That's going to get you in the point. Make sure that you actually practice this stuff, like with a ball machine or something like that. Practice serving a ball, getting ready, and then making that first shot. And do it until you can do 10 out of 10 so that when the match starts, you have a clear vision of what you want to do when the point starts. Step two you need to do is reset when you are pressured. So many club players, when they feel that first pressure, when that first ball comes fast at you, you overreact and you panic. The worst thing you can do lots of times is try and hit the ball back even harder. You're going to take too big a backswing, you're going to have a bad target, and you're going to make an unforced error early in the point. Step three is to attack when balanced. 4.0 players don't necessarily attack every time they get a short ball. They attack when they get a short ball and they have good balance, a good target, and a very clear vision of what they want to do. Just because you get a short ball doesn't mean that you have to attack and run to the net. So many 3-5 players are coming in behind, frankly, garbage, and they're sitting ducks. And you're maybe going to get away with that in some of your 3-5 matches, but the more you do this at a 4-0 level, you're going to get picked apart. So here's a 4-0 rule I have for you, is let's win the rally first and the point second. What do I mean by that? What I mean is establish a rally. Make sure that you get into a rally. Have a minimum of 3 shots in your mind as a goal. You're going to start the point and you're going to count to 3. If you can do that, you're in a 6-ball rally. Now you're in a real rally. And what you're looking to do by winning the rally is to create a clear opening for yourself before you even think about trying to force a winner. Let the winners present themselves by winning the rally rather than trying to get into a rally and always looking to hit a winner. That's going to make a huge difference in your results at a 3-5, a 4-0, a 4-5, and beyond. Your final tip. Even though that you know that playing consistent and being consistent is the overall goal, making a serve, making your first shot, establishing the rally, you've also got to be kind to yourself when you make a mistake. We always have a vision of how you want to play tennis, but you also have to accept that when you're playing tennis, lots of times your ideal vision doesn't come true. That doesn't mean that you have to lose the match. That doesn't mean that the next point can't be something that you play that you're really proud of. So even though we always want to be consistent in tennis, you also have to get used to seeing yourself miss. Remember, Roger Federer said it perfectly. He won 54% of points, and that's why he's one of the greatest players that ever lived. It doesn't take that much to put you over into the winner's circle. Now, if you're really excited about this video and pumped up and you want to take your game even further in 2026, I have another video right over here, I believe, that you can watch right now that's going to show you the 5 skills that you need in 2026 if you want to go from a 3.5 to a 4.0. So click that video right now, and I'll be there right on the other side to get you started.